Hello and welcome to Jeff Stamps. Just thought I'd show you one of my catalogues here. Renwick Stamps of Australia. This isn't the latest one, but it's still okay. This is the 16th edition and it's still fairly up to date with stamp values. The Colonial stamps you'll find here in the front. This is just the Stamps of Australia. There's all your Colonials there. And then you get into your pre-decimals as well. There's your kangaroo and map stamp, Australia's first national stamp. I've got a couple of those to show you, a couple more that have arrived, but not in this episode. And then into some more pre-decimal stamps here, and then into the Australian decimal stamps. And that makes up the bulk of the catalogue, of course, is the decimal stamps. But yeah, very handy catalogue. It'll give you a rough idea on what stamps are worth. So it's got the descriptions, mint, used as well. So the mint prices in there and the used prices. For instance, you can see there those two stamps there. The red, $75 mint, 25 used, so worth more used there. The brown in that stamp there, that 1 penny stamp is 175 mint and $30 used. So it just gives you an idea on the prices, the catalogue prices. But stamps usually aren't worth as much as what you see listed in catalogues anyway. I've got my tongs, yay! Not only that, I've got two pair of tongs. So I'm pretty happy with that. So if I lose another one, I've got one in reserve. This stamp here, I thought I'd show you some pre-decimals or some colonial stamps, rather. This one is from 1902. Federation in Australia was, of course, in 1901. The Tasmanian from the Pictorial Definitive series. It does have a watermark, and the printing is lithography. That's that one there. Here's another Tasmania stamp. This one is from 1902 also. It's a Pictorial Definitive stamp. Lithography is the printing method. This next stamp is a 1895 definitive Queensland stamp, colonial stamp. The printing type is typography. A bit messy on the back there, but yeah, 1895, it's still pretty good. Bit of a cancel on there. This one here is from the 1870 to 1884 issues. It's a definitive stamp and it's typography, and it was actually issued in 1883. The Victorian stamp there featuring Queen Victoria. That Queensland stamp I showed you before also featured Queen Victoria as well. This one here, Victorian stamp, tuppence, issued with the 1870 to 1884 series. It was actually issued in 1882. It's a definitive and typography. This one here is another Victorian stamp issued between 1901 to 1912. A Victorian stamp featuring Queen Victoria. It was actually issued in 1901. So these stamps were issued from 1901 to 1912. This one issued in 1901, and it is typography for the printing. New South Wales, Halfpenny, Queen Victoria, and 1897. Definitive stamp and typography is the printing. This one is from the 1885 to 1900 issues, issued in 1899. Definitive stamp from Victoria. Tuppence halfpenny. I might be able to get a better look on that one. Get the tweezers out of the way a bit. See the cancel showing through there a bit. All right, so what have we got here? This is a Laureate issue, 1873 definitive. It's Victorian stamp featuring Queen Victoria, threepence. Nice bold cancel over that. Not a bad looking stamp there. A tuppence halfpenny stamp. This one's a 1901 threepence definitive. Queen Victoria. It's Victoria, state of Victoria with Queen Victoria. Typography is the printing. And you can see in reverse writing Victoria there with the Victoria cancel. What have we got here? New South Wales, issued 1889. This one has a bit of a watermark as well, tuppence. New South Wales postage. Featuring an emu. This one was issued in 1899. New South Wales stamp. And topography is the printing. Another Victorian stamp here, featuring Queen Victoria from the 1901 to 1912 series. You can see she's not exactly side on there. Her face is turned sort of 3/4 way toward you. It's from the 1901 to 1912 series, but this one was issued in 1905. It's a definitive and a watermark on there as well. With a 1 penny stamp. It's pretty good, really. This one here, an interesting watermark, 1907. Sorry, not an interesting watermark, but an interesting cancel, 1907. Queensland stamp, 1 penny. It's definitive and topography is the printing. It's got a big 38 there as part of the cancel. Here's another one of those Queensland Colonial stamps, another tuppence, emu stamp. This one is another Victorian stamp issued 1885, between 1885 and 1900. So that was the years these ones were issued, 1885 to 1900. But this particular one, issued in 1899. Let's see if I can straighten that up a bit there. Stamp duty there. Here's the 1909 postage due. So if there wasn't enough postage on the parcel or the letter, they'd stick one of these on, and then you'd have to go and pay the postage due to the post office. Pretty good nick. 1909 it was issued. Topography is the printing method. It's a bit of a scribble cancel on there. And there's even a watermark on this one apparently. This one is from the 1901 to 1912 issues, and so this one was issued in 1905. Tuppence there, it's a definitive and a watermark is included with this stamp. I'll have to check that cancel there. It looks almost like the 30th of April, and then it's got 23 something, but this, my information tells me this was issued in 1905. I'll double check that and get back to you on that one. This one is funny looking Queen Victoria there on a almost looks like a child's drawing, doesn't it? On a Victorian stamp. It's a tuppence featuring Queen Victoria, issued in 1878. It's a definitive. And that is all I have for you at this stage. I thank you very much for watching. I've got some Christmas stamps coming along. Someone asked, do I only just show pre-decimals and colonial stamps? No, I do show some latest issues stamps, and I've got some coming very soon. Unfortunately, the Christmas stamps I want to show you, and some of those latest issues stamps are arriving after Christmas Day. So that's it for this video. I've still got plenty more to show you. I just want to show you this quick Victorian stamp. It's got a really nice bold cancel on it. I didn't show you this one before. This one right here. And the 3/4 face of Queen Victoria there. A bit grubby on the back. Yeah. So yeah, those latest stamps, including those 2023 Christmas stamps, are yet to arrive, but they'll be arriving after Christmas Day. So I'll go through those and talk to you about those. Also, I have some more Australian colonial stamps, including Australia's first national stamp, which actually happened in 1913. So it's not really classed as a colonial, but the Australia and kangaroo, or the kangaroo and map stamp, they call it. I know you've seen them before on my video, but I've got a couple more of those to show you. They were issued in 1913, and then the King George V stamps took those over, or replaced those of Christmas of that year. And then they circulated alongside the kangaroo map stamps for quite a while, until the kangaroo map stamps went out of circulation, and the King George V stamps continued on, and so forth. But we'll go through that a bit later, and I hope you find those stamps, along with these latest Christmas stamps, interesting when they actually turn up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and this will be the last video before Christmas, so please have a happy and holy Christmas, and all the very, very best for the new year. Bye for now.